is Carrie. I worked on this house a lot, and this is a house we built with the Marching Virginians and the Community Housing Partners in 2 weeks, which is amazing because usually I see houses going up in like a year or something.
Over the years, there have been a number of students who've come to me and said, hey, let's build a Habitat house. This time, however, when a student came to me in October, she said, not only let's build a house, but let's build it in honor of Ryan.
I just wanted to put in as much time as I could without pushing myself so hard that I was gonna pass out. But most of it was really fun. You know, you felt great doing it because you knew it was for staff.
Ryan Clark as an individual was one of the most energetic, life-loving human beings I think I've ever met. Whether on the field goofing around or helping in the office, during band camp, he never met anybody who wasn't his friend immediately. Anything we can do to maintain that spirit in this band, I think, and across this campus, I think is important. When we started on that Monday, there was a concrete slab and that was it. It was raining, it was cold, and we had a bunch of students and a bunch of contractors with Community Housing Partners who had no idea of how to work together, and our students didn't know what they were doing.
I refused at the beginning to ever say that it was not possible, but I foresaw a complete disaster.
Do we know what we're doing? No, we had no clue what we were doing, and that was the reality.
Half the band members haven't picked up a hammer. Well, that's all right. They can do other things.
I have never done anything like this before. The only thing I have had experience with is painting and finishing things, and actually I've done some of the flooring, but I didn't do the flooring this time. They had a lot of guys working on that.
Once we got started and didn't give up from the rain, everything just kind of fell in place. We had to tweak a few things in the schedule, but every day it was lining up subcontractors, lining up band members, and helping everybody get along and making sure everybody's got enough to do and we're ready for the next day.
It was very organized. I would tell you, on the Marching Virginian side, they did a great job of organizing their volunteers and the interface with us. Our job was pretty easy. You had enthusiastic people coming to work. We were able to put them to work. They would do anything.
Nobody was looking for any kind of credit or accolades. You know, it was for the cause, and everybody bought into that. And when everybody does, you know, everybody will benefit, and you'll have a great product, and, you know, leave it at that. It's great, it's done, and, you know, that's all that really matters.
Hopefully in some small way somebody will see this and it'll spark an idea in their community to be able to go out and bring people together to do something worthwhile.
I don't know if I ever saw anyone not smiling. And that applies to the professionals that were on the job as well. Everyone was just, generally everyone was smiling and happy to be there, and that's very abnormal for a construction site.
People were there because they felt compelled to be there, mainly to say, hey, we did it, to their friend Ryan Clark, but also to recognize that the need of a family for a house was a great need that they could fill, and they could do it in a way that honored both the family coming in and their friend Ryan Clark.
But interfacing directly with some kind of a community activity, a cleanup day, a park day, doing something volunteer in your community to make that a better place for all people to live, I think is an essential ingredient. But if you can figure some way to engage in the larger community, I think you become a better citizen.